Yeah, so welcome. Thank you for joining me for a short session on the EPCIS Sandbox 2024, which was released recently. A new update on the event data generator, for example, where we now added the support for your own GS1 Digital Link base URL. And you can see if you move your mouse over the vocabulary elements, you get the description from the ontology. So you have to select your event type. Yeah, it is advisable to add something. You can generate right away if you wanted to, as soon as you selected your EPCIS event type. Now it's taking some time because the backend with the function sometimes takes some time to get hot, the backend. But as you can see, it's a very simple object event, and you can see how if you show the arrows or click on show more, how you get the information on what was missing. In this case, we're missing EPC list or quantity list, or at least have something to say about sensors. And if you don't have anything for the dimensions, where you have to provide some data to be added into the repo. So let's just add the read point, which was also missing, with an SGLN. Extension, of course, is optional. And add some EPC in this case. Let's see what we have. Let's take the SGTIN, enter some GTIN, and then we can select how we want the serial number to be generated. And maybe we want to have something with a minimum length of 10 and a maximum length of 10 as well. So it's just generating random numbers that are 10 digits long, depending on what you need. Okay, it wants to have something. So let's use alphanumeric or URL save in this case. And then you can hit generate. And this time it's coming up a little bit quicker. Sometimes you have to be patient. You can see how it's not reloading. There's still a few things that we're going to take care of when it comes to synchronizing the states. This is pretty new, but you can see how, if everything was fixed, how actually the errors are going away. If they're not going away, just click on details as shown before. Yeah, like this. So action add is not okay. We don't write it with 2Ds. And then you also have a representation of the object events that we unified within one component that we're using also for the event data viewer, which I'm going to show you also in a few minutes. But let's generate 10 events. Okay, we can add some ILMD. ILMD is working now. There's always a whole lot of discussions going on how to optimize these front ends and what would be a good thing to support the user with. And then we're struggling sometimes with having really power users, and then others who really just need to have it here as a form where they can enter the data. But I'm promising we're going to see some improvements on these components in the near future as well. But here you go. Now we generated a few more. And as you can see, we have page 1 of 2 of 10 results in the lower right-hand corner. And if we want to take a look at one event, it's fine, but we can also search a little bit. And the search, still has to be improved also. You can find a few things. So if you have feedback on, how we may be doing this a little better with the search and what you think would be a good approach for your use, or when you make use of this tool in your daily business, then please let us know. But here you can also see how we can put multiple events side by side. If we hit compare, if we hit compare, you can see how all these events are put side by side also for easy comparison. Scroll down over to the right, and then you just see one event after another showing up here. Several ways for pagination. You can say I want to have 10 events on a page, and then you can drill into the things that have been generated. And this is the kind of component basically that we would like to have really powerful to show XML, JSON, and the event table. You can edit in the background. You can see how you're getting JSON and XML. But let's take a look at the event data viewer as well. We can load a sample. I just skipped this, but we can also provide an existing JSON document, which was just copied over. You remember the 10 things, so this is pretty much the same kind of component, but in a, let's say, single page view and not integrated within the test data generator, or where you enter your event details for the event data generator. So it's not for tests only, but this is some events I created, and these are 1,000 events within one file, for example, that you can just upload here. Because we're using the GS1 Global's Azure function capabilities, there are probably some limits, which means if you really try to paste documents that have 1,000 events or really large, then you probably would see the service fail, because of course we have some limits and rate limits of what is being accepted on the infrastructure. But in general, it will be working. So if you have like a normal number of events, you can see here API call, failed to process. Yeah, so let's take a look at the format converter, which is also one of the things we're using in the background for the event data viewer, of course, for validating and providing JSON and XML in parallel. So here you go. I'll just paste it in our EPCIS XML document. You see version 2.0 was detected. The format is XML. And I said, okay, now I want to have it converted into JSON LT, but I don't understand digital link for some reason, or I want to see what it was in the EPCIS. And then here, this service in the background is firing up. In this case, this format converter has been there for a little bit longer, and here we really have the waiting symbol, the working hourglass running. Yeah, and of course you can also go really back to EPCIS 1.2, where we were just talking with EPCIS and had no web URLs. Yeah, and you can get everything, but yeah, it's working both ways. We just have a way to actually convert most of these GS1 EPCs into GS1 Digital Link URLs internally. So that's cool. So 1.2 is there, can stay there, but we will move to JSON and be happy with it. Yeah. So this is what we still have here. The new data viewer, the new event data generator. And I hope you also enjoy the event hash generator, which is also included in the tools. The implementation that's being used is ours, so it's pretty fast. This is just one bunch of EPCIS event hashes. Also with the pre-hash string, if you want to, you can change the SHA or hash algorithm that you want to have to be applied upon the EPCIS event. Yeah, but I also want to present you some of the other cool stuff, like the dark mode that we also support. It looks pretty neat, and of course you have the same functionality that you have in the light mode. And for example, if you want to define EPC class identifiers, there's improved support for finding units of measure and so on. So just play around with it and have fun and enjoy the new application. Yeah, now imagine you have been setting up all kinds of things within the interface for generating a cool event. And then other new cool features that you can download it and save it for later use, where you can just select the file you downloaded before and just upload it and have everything that we have been declaring in the sensors. For example, like this, you just have it back, can share it with others, or reuse it the next time and get all the nice visualization features for working on your EPCIS events and sharing your EPCIS event design with others. Yeah, so thank you for joining me in this session. Just leave feedback and tell me what can still be improved or what you're missing, so that we can make these tools even better over time. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.